Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! If I had one!
Hey everyone, Blue here at Blue Bears Games, and this week we are doing Blues Budget Battle Brews. We had 2 weeks worth of Commander. I had a request at the same time I was making the previous 2 weeks decks builds for a 60 card fun deck. The request was Ninja. Now they also requested Shrine, but I did recently purchase a bulk lot that had a lot of newer stuff. Unfortunately, whoever had it took all the Shrines for the most part. But I did have the Ninjas, so they wanted the request was just a ninja deck, no colors, but I already knew what colors I was going to do because I already had plans to do it. I already had the cards separated out. So, we're in Dimir colors, or black and blue. We're doing Ninja Tribal. What did I come up with? Pretty good, actually. I like the deck. So at first I wasn't going to put a 1-drop in the deck until I started going through my black stuff and I noticed, oh, since there are no 1-to-cast ninjas, why not use a Changeling? Changeling Outcast is a 1-to-cast 1/1 that does everything you need for a ninja deck. Are you ready? It counts as a ninja. It's a 1/1 for 1, which they don't have a lot of 1-to-casters. Like, they have one, I think, now, and it's a rare. But it is unblockable. It can't be blocked. While it can't block, who cares? What do you want ninjas to do? Have something that's unblockable. Like, it was perfect. I have no idea if they meant to do that or not, but man, was that perfect. So I got 4 of them in there. The 2-drops, and you know I like my decks when I build them to curve out 1, 2, 3, 4 for the creatures, and, you know, have a couple spells that get rid of opposing blockers, if you will. The 2-drop is a 2/1 with Ninjutsu. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card, and if you do, discard a card unless it was the Circuit Hacker entered the battlefield this turn. So the Ninjutsu is probably the whole point of this is to play a Changeling Outcast, Ninjutsu this in on the turn that it can attack, draw the card, and it came into play the turn, so you don't have to discard anything, and then, Ninjutsu this back to your hand with another card that has Ninjutsu and continue to do so. That's the plan. So I got 4 of them in there, and if you didn't notice, I'm sure you did, these are the, I forget what they call the special editions for each set, but these are not the normal, like, Changeling Outcast is normal, and this is the, I forget the name of it, but it's not the normal version. Anyway, we got 2 silver for Masters, so 1 black, 1 blue, 2/2. It is a Lord. It's Master freaking Splinter, guys. This is Master Splinter. You think I wasn't going to make this deck? I'm from the 80s. Turtles was my jam. Anyway, so it gives ninjutsu abilities to activate for 1 less. And then and this is important, rogues and ninjas get +1/+1. Remember that, rogues. Up next, Throatseeker, 3 to cast for a 3/2. And then all attacking ninjas you control have unblocked attacking ninjas you control have lifelink, so you can gain some life along the way. So this deck is all about attack, attack, attack. There ain't no blocking. There's no blocking in this. It's all about being unblocked, attacking, and then this actually helps you because your opponent's going to attack back, obviously, because they're going to have free reign. So having lifelink gets you ahead of the game. You got 2 of them in there. Biting Palm Ninja. So it's a 3 to cast 3/3. It has ninjutsu of 3. When it enters the battlefield, it enters with a menace counter. Follow this line of thought here. Okay? Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a menace counter from it, and when you do, that player reveals their hand, and you choose a non-land card from it and exile that card. This is how ninjutsu and these, counters for this guy work. Alright? So you ninjutsu this guy in, right? Then you ninjutsu this guy in. This guy's in your hand, so you can ninjutsu this guy back to your hand to play more counters. You, of course, want to clear a board for that. I'll get to that. Alright, up next. I don't know why this guy, when I search for him, doesn't come up as a ninja in anything. I can't find him unless I've specifically put his name in like the Gather or MTG Familiar. It's kind of weird. So when I was building the deck looking for the rares that I wanted to put in the deck, this guy didn't come up. So when I was looking through my stuff, I found him and I was like, well, that works pretty well. So he's a 3 cast 3/3 ninja. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, if you don't control a creature named Kaimi, you create a legendary 3/3 black and green frog creature with whenever you cast an enchantment spell, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. So a drain and gain. And then for the colors here, because we're not in Commander, don't matter. For a blue or green and 1, obviously it's blue in this deck. The rider and target frog you control can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with flying or reach. So it was an interesting ad. I kind of liked it. I said earlier, remember rogues? So I wanted something that, this can't be blocked. I wanted something else that was a little harder to block. There is a mono blue ninja that can't be blocked, but I wanted to try something different that was more black and blue than just blue. So I went with Death Cult Rogue. It's a 3 to cast, 2/2, and the 3 is hybrid mana, so you can do black or blue. And then it can't be blocked except by rogues. And how many people in 60 card are playing rogues? Not many. So it's essentially unblockable. So that was the choice there. The 4-drop was a Moon Snare Specialist. So it's a 4 to cast, 2/2 with Ninjutsu of 3. When Moon Snare Specialist enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. That's, what do they call that? That's, I can't remember the damn term, but it's basically getting you ahead because they use their resources to cast a creature. Then you ninjutsu this into play, return the creature, so they've lost that mana and that creature, and then they get attacked. So 4 of them, and yes, they're not normal. They're the special edition kind. That I'm in my $20 60 card decks. I always put at least 1 full rare or mythic in there. Zareth's Son, the Trickster, actually fit the bill. It's a rogue, so still gets buffed by Master Splinter. It fits the colors, and it's a 5 to cast 4/4, has flash, and has basically ninjutsu abilities. So for 4, you ready? You can return an unblacked attacking rogue you control to its owner's hand, and put Zareth's Son, the Trickster, from your hand on the battlefield tapped and attacking. If that's not ninjutsu with extra steps, what is it? What else would it be? And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may put target permanent card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. And now you understand why I chose to put a rogue in there. This counts as a rogue too, by the way, and they're both unblockable, so Zareth can use his ability all the time. Multiple choice. So I was struggling because I only opened 1 box of Kamigawa, and I only had a limited amount of ninjas, and I was looking for a specific ninja. I couldn't find it. So I had to come up with something that would fit the deck, but, not break the deck. So, multiple choice. Actually kind of interesting. 1 blue and X. So if you pay a blue and 1, you get to scry and draw a card. If you pay a blue and 2, you may choose a player and they return a creature they control to their hand. If you choose a blue and 3, you create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. Or if you pay 1 and 4 or more, you can do every single thing on the card. Okay? The synergy in this deck is that you get to draw cards, which you need that fuel. Anytime you can draw cards, it's good. But if you can get all 4 to go, and you can return a creature to somebody's tempo, that's the damn term, tempo, I couldn't remember it. Anyway, you have tempo. You can return a creature to their hand, kind of like the other card that was a ninja, that when it comes into play, returns a card to their hand, a creature card. It's tempo. So you can draw cards, you gain tempo, which means that they lose something, you gain something. And then you can actually put a creature into play that is kind of fodder. So that's why multiple choice. I've recently explained that my love for black removal has shifted from like the 3 to cast destroy a creature with power 2 or less to these, where for 2 instead of for 3 you can kill anything with a 4 defense. That's a pretty damn good ability. So I got 4 Grasp of Darknesses in there, and I got Warped Physique. This is a new one. So 1 blue, 1 black. Target creature gets +X, -X until end turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So for the most part, you're drawing some cards in this deck. And because Ninjutsu is keeping cards in your hand, because you're not keeping like multiple creatures out, they're returning to your hand, you're going to have a sizable hand. You're probably going to have at average 4 or 5. So again, for 2, you can kill something with 4 defense or something like that. So Warped Physique was something new I'm trying. So, the Toad Rider guy. The reason why I liked him is because I like to use prison enchantments in 60 card, Claustrophobia being one of them. So when you cast this, it not only locks down an opponent's creature, but you also can drain them for 1 and you gain 1. Keeping you alive longer, killing them faster. Get the idea? Synergy. So I got Claustrophobia and then I got Capture Fear. Why? Because they both do the same thing. They tap the creature and then the creature doesn't untap. Essentially, rendering that thing useless. Alright? And then of course we've got, 4 Abysmal Backwaters because I wanted to gain life. Because again, you're attacking and you're leaving yourself open most of the time. So life gain was essential a little bit. And then the rest is just islands and swamps. And as I always tell you guys, if you want to see the exact number of everything, you can go ahead and I'll have the the deck list, the link to the MTG Goldfish deck list that I have put together will be in the description if you want to take a look at it. So that's my ninjas. That's Black, Blue, or Dimir ninjas. It was requested. I was going to build it anyway. I was super happy somebody requested it so I could actually build it. And that's what I got for you. Anyway, do me the favor. Oh, you know what? If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the deck, especially the guy who's getting it, you know how to contact me. Facebook, Bluebears Games, bluebearsgames@gmail.com, or put a comment in the section below. You know how to do all that stuff. I've repeated that many a times. If you don't know that by now, you're not watching enough of my videos. Anyway, what else do I got for you? Oh, yeah. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this out to somebody looking to build a nice, cheap $20 ninja deck. That's my time for the week. I want to thank you for watching, and enjoy your week.